now. I think it's recording. Yes, it is recording. We are recording.
Hey guys, thank you so much for hopping on. And we are going to start holding these team calls bi-weekly. So every other week we will have a team call. And then the following week we will have a business presentation. So mark your calendars and also start plugging your team into this or referring to the YouTube link whenever it is downloaded. But since this is our first, so it's June 14th, 2017, I had to look at the date. But thank you guys so much for hopping on. We kind of wanted to use this call just kind of to regroup. And so we're going to talk about goals, kind of expectations, what the rest of the calendar is going to look like from a consistent basis. Of course, there will be certain things that will change, but the things that we're going to talk about are the things that are going to be set in stone probably through the end of the year at the very least. But one thing I was telling Tina this morning, especially over the past year, that we've all kind of grown disconnected. And whether it be, that we're just struggling and it's hard to reach out to other people. For me, it's hard to say, I'm struggling. I'm having a hard time in my personal life. I'm having a hard time in my business. And in turn, I completely revert. Like I go back into myself and I won't post a lot. I won't invite as much. And so in turn, my business gets worse and worse. Whereas the whole kind of basis around Team Beachbody is that we lock arms together and that we push through the hard together, not alone. We're not ever meant to do this alone. So I was telling Tina this morning that I love documentaries. We don't have live TV, so I'll find like a documentary on Netflix. And Ken is like, Jacqueline, why do you watch such boring stuff? But I was watching about the 1936 American rowing team that went to the 1936 Olympics in Germany. And that's whenever Hitler basically kind of covered up the Nazi regime, and he hosted the Olympics, which is always really intriguing to me anyways, that he was able to do that. But the American team, so if you kind of know the basis behind the 1936 Olympics, he had supreme athletes representing Germany. And so when the Germany rowing team all basically quit their job and had elite sponsors in order to make them look amazing and to look like this perfect race. But the American team came from Washington. And that's whenever the Great Depression was going on. And they were blue-collared people. Like one guy, his stepmom hated him. And basically, he lived in a schoolhouse from the age
Can you guys hear her, or is she frozen? She's frozen. Okay, but you can hear me okay, right? Okay, I'm gonna tell her she's frozen. Oh, okay, she figured it out, right? This is what we love about technology, right, ladies? We'll give her a second to get back on. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get water.
Okay, guys, I'm back.
At first, I thought it was me, Jacqueline, so I moved closer to my, my connection, but.
Okay, so they all trust each other to put in as much effort into that row as the person in front of them and the person behind them. So they're all working and syncing together to make the boat go, to make the shell go, or whatever they call it. They're not, if one person is off beat, then the boat's not going to go. You're not going to be able to win the race. And so I feel like as a team, we have to really think about that we all have to trust each other, that we're going to show up daily, and that we're going to put in as much effort as the person in front of us and the person behind us, and that we're matching efforts and locking arms completely. Because without each other, we're not going to be able to move forward. We're not going to be able to push to our goals. We're not going to be able to make diamond. We're not going to be able to come home full time, whatever the case may be. Whatever your goal, your personal goal is, we also have to have a group goal. And that means being together 100% and matching our effort within the team, and knowing that we can trust each other, that we're going to be able to make this. So first and foremost is, with your personal goals, we also need to have a team goal. And that can be, committing to success, that everyone is committing to Success Club every single month, that we're committing to 2 coaches a month as well, 2 brand new recruits, and then one of them advancing to Emerald. Doing a power hour, logging in to 1 power hour a week live, and then committing to 1 power hour a day. So making sure that we're all in the same boat and rowing the same way together. And I always I think about this, my childhood friend, Christy, that passed away, we went to a church camp, and neither one of us had ever really been in fresh water besides a pool. We had never been in fresh water. And so they put us in a canoe. We had never been in a boat in any form or fashion. We actually rowed out to the middle of the lake. And because neither one of us knew how to row correctly, we got stuck. And we could not figure out a way to get back to land because we were not synchronized in our rowing. We were both trying to do the same thing. And that's basically what this team has become. And so we need to figure out a way to start rowing together in the same way, and making sure that we trust each other, that we're going to be there for each other. So I think that's all that I have on goals. And then the next thing I'm going to talk about, of course, is promoting, but that will be a little bit later.
Okay. So my turn for a few minutes. Hopefully I don't have to call back in. And Jacqueline, I did. I thought it was my issue, but I'm glad to know that it wasn't. And but like I said, if this happens, that's what happens. I'll just call back in, or we'll all log off and we'll basically call back in. First of all, I want to say thank you, Naomi and Brittany, for being able to be on live. I realize that this may or may not be a good time, and if you're watching this now as the recording, totally, completely understand that. We are definitely going to have this team call, every other Wednesday. It will be at 11 o'clock Central, 12 o'clock Eastern. So I know that because we all live, like Naomi is in Alaska. Brittany, I'm not sure where you are. You said you were in Eastern, so that's with me. So whatever time I say is your time. And Naomi, honestly, I know that it's harder for you because you're farther out. I really appreciate that you're on the call today. So I'm going to talk about a couple of things. One is our calendar. I'm going to share our screen really quickly so that we can look at the calendar, go over that. Just for a brief moment, I want to let you know that as you know, if you have been on my team page, which is Team Tenacious, you know that I'm actually kind of closing that group down. Now, I'm not going to totally close the page, but I'm going to, Jacqueline and I talked, and we just realized that we feel like our missing piece is our efforts together and joining together and being a family together and working together and supporting each other. And we just really feel like that is something that, we've been in a lot of different trainings over the years because of our different, statuses and ranks, and been in this business for such a long time that sometimes actually Jacqueline more than me, but we've been able to be in groups that have these people that honestly, these coaches, they are, Jacqueline, 120, is that how many Success Club points that this one gal has? 120 Success Club points, and the month's not over. So, we started looking at some of the things, and it's like their teams join together. Their teams support each other. They are like family. And we both felt like that maybe that's one of our missing keys. Maybe that's something that we need to just come together and really be that family. And so that's what that's why we're joining our teams. And I said, you know what, I'm just going to see who all wants to come on over with me. We're going to join in on your team page because your team page is more active. And I don't have a problem with that. My goal as your coach, upline coach, and Jacqueline as your upline coach is to do whatever we need to do to help you meet your goals, to help you have that dream and it become the reality that you want it to be. So we will have the team trainings. They will be every other Wednesday. So today's the 14th. The next one's the 28th. That means that on the 21st, you will have the option to invite people to our weekly business training, our business op. We hopefully will be able to come up with some kind of cute name because it is at the 10, 11, and 12 o'clock hours. And maybe even 9 for Naomi. I'm thinking she's 3 hours out. So we're hoping to come up with a kind of fun little name for that, like a tea or a coffee or a grab your lunch type thing. And, we're going to try to really keep it to say 30 minutes, 35. We want to get in, get out. If your people can't come at that time, then you know what? You can share that recording with them. Okay. So that is our goal. And what I'm going to tell you is that your goal is to get those people there so that Jacqueline and I can let them see what this business does and let them have that opportunity to join into our team because our team is amazing. Okay. Our team is amazing. And so just go ahead. And if you feel like you're uncomfortable with inviting people, we have scripts. So you can follow a script. No one knows that you're writing that script, but make it your own. Because if you don't invite the people to it, we can't, of course, we can't help them to become a coach. And that's what we're here for. We're here to help you reach your dream and have that become a reality. We are going to have live power hours. I'm doing the one on Tuesday mornings, and Jacqueline is doing the one on Thursday, or is it Thursday night, Jacqueline, or Friday night? Take yourself off of. That's okay. Are they Thursday?
Yes.
Okay, so they look like on here they're in the Friday, right? But they're Thursday.
Oh, I did. I put it on Friday.
It's okay, but I just
okay on Thursday.
Okay, I thought they were Thursday nights. Okay, so they're Thursday nights. I don't know if Jacqueline records hers. I'm not going to record mine. I used to. I feel like that if you can hop on, you hop on, and they're the same. We've got a lot of recorded ones out there. If you need a recorded one, go on YouTube and look under my name and you're going to find one. Look under Jacqueline's name, you're going to find one. So there are ones that are out there that are recorded. If we feel like we need to record one once a month, then Jacqueline and I'll talk about that. Please let us know. Remember, this is not for us. This is yours. We're doing this for you, okay? And I just want you to know that we're also going to have, Jacqueline and I will be putting this out for you the last week of the month. We're going to have a Success Club push week, and that is to help you to go ahead and make your Success Club points, okay? So it doesn't mean you don't work the rest of the month. You've got to be funneling. You've got to be putting people in that funnel. You've got to be talking. You've got to be adding. But the last week, we've got a plan. We've got all the information ready to go. We're just going to have to put it into the system, and Jacqueline is going to take care of that for this month. That will be, correct me if I'm wrong, Jacqueline, it will be the week of the 26th through the 1st or 2nd. We'll have to be the 26th to the 30th, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So again, be looking for that. We'll put in a doc of some kind, and we will we'll let you know about that. Also, let me make sure that I haven't forgot anything. Oh, back to the webinar for next week. I'm going to be putting together a PowerPoint. It's going to be our PowerPoint. And I'm going to let you know that the way we're going to run it is either I or Jacqueline will be the lead person, but we are going to want you to be a part of this. You don't have to be a part of it every single week, but are going to ask for 2 volunteers a week. I don't want the same people doing it because you're never going to learn, and you've got to take yourself out of that little box and step out of your comfort zone. And if you're really, really nervous and you want to share it ahead of time and put it on a video, then that's fine too. But I'm telling you, if you just go live and you just tell your story for a couple of minutes, be real, people love it. So here's what I'm going to tell you. You can volunteer or you can get asked. So that will be the way it'll be. So the way this works is as a team, and Jacqueline and I actually are super excited. Okay, really, really quickly, 2 more things, and then I'm going to flip back to Jacqueline, so if I've left anything out. One is that just to confirm and let you know that Jacqueline and I realized that we're both in the same place, which is interesting. She and I both were talking this morning, and I told her, I said, I got divorced 3 years ago, and you don't think about when you're become a single parent, and you don't think about when, this happens, that it's like a death. It's totally, completely, almost immobilizing for a little while. And I have to tell you that if I hadn't had my team support and the love from my upline, from my down, from you guys, from all around I might not even be doing this business anymore. So please know that meant more to me than I can ever tell you. I can also say that I'm not totally and completely out of this whole struggle that I'm going through, out of the anxiousness that I have, out of the panic attacks that I have. Yesterday and Monday were hard for me. And so I'm just like Jacqueline. Sometimes I just want to go and put myself in I just want to go to bed. I don't want to share anything that somebody else doesn't want to share, but I want to tell you that I've had other coaches say to me, I have gone through that. And it's easy at that point to say, I just give up. I can't do this. I cannot do this. I'm never going to reach my dreams. It's just too hard. I can't do it. And then, you know what? You just drop that ball. And you realize maybe later when you're in a better place that, okay, I wish I had done it. And so what I just want to say for that is that Jacqueline and I and our whole team, you guys know that we love you. You know that we're here for you. We will not invade your privacy. We will kick your butt if you so allow us to, okay? We will be there for you to help you, but our goal is to train you so that you can go out and do just what we do and train other people, and let that duplication, there's another word for that, but the duplication be there, because that is what it's all about. And what we do is real. What we do is life-saving. And you've got to know that this is true and this is real. You've got to believe it with all your core. Okay. So know that. The other thing that I want to tell you is that I was thinking of a cool name for our team call. So I don't care, and I'm not whatever, but I was trying to play with Tenacious and Renegade, Fierce Renegade, and I thought of Tenacious Renegades team call. I don't know if you like that or not. If you do, that's great. We can certainly use that because that is our 2 team names, and just kind of keep it in that. We could do, Renegades that are tenacious. I don't care. We could do Fierce, Tenacious, Renegades. I don't care. I just thought it would be fun to have an actual team name for our calls so that, we just kind of, I don't know. I just like to have fun with that kind of stuff. All right. I'm sweating. I'm going to, turn it over to Miss Jacqueline. I'm going to stop screen sharing, and there you go. Your turn.
Okay, so lastly, before we let you guys go, as far as business presentations, those have always been a really, really big thing ever since I've been a coach. And so I feel like as if these are crucial to your business in order to grow. As you all know, it's hard to answer a ton of questions. You're not sure if you're even answering them right. And so why not get a bunch of people in front of a business presentation? I mean, this is the basics of multi-level marketing. even back in Amway days, they did business presentations. So how we usually do them is next Wednesday will be our first one, and Tina will be hosting. There will be 2 guests, and like what she said, they'll speak about 5-10 minutes, and then Tina will kind of give the bulk of the message. How I do it is that I will create an event page. Either I have it written down to do it today, so I'll probably do it later tonight when the girls are at Vacation Bible School, and create it. And then that way, from tomorrow until Wednesday, or really until Tuesday night, you invite at least between 3 to 5 people to the event page. And we have scripts. I have images for you to use for that. But committing yourself to 3 to 5 people every single day, just saying, hey, I just didn't know if you'd be interested in listening to this. That's it. I mean, super simple. Go about the rest of your day, but knock those out every single day. So I'll create that event page tonight. That way, starting tomorrow, we can start inviting to it. And we have a substantial amount of people that everyone is inviting to. It's not fun to present on our set by ourselves. I mean, we already know the business. It's boring. So we need people to present it to. So I hope that everyone on this call and everyone that listens to it will commit to that. So we will be setting up event pages a week out before the actual presentation. That way you're not inviting 10 to 20 people the day of. You're spanning this out over the course of a week. So that's kind of all that I have on that. And I don't have anything else to say.
Okay. So did you guys have any questions really quickly before we say goodbye? We have to take a picture. No questions? We made total sense. Everything sounded good. Yeah. Oh, we have somebody else hopping on. We'll let them hop on, and then we'll, I'm going to stop recording so that this isn't all on there. So.